today's speaker. We will be giving the education module on body language. When you speak, your body also should speak. He is a founder and past president of Dukam Toastmasters, which has been a President's Distinguished Club for consecutively 10 years. What a mean achievement. He has taken up several roles, name it, mentor, coordinator for Devil Club, past Speakers Bureau Chair, club mentor for 6 clubs, club sponsor to 4 clubs, been mentor to at least 80 Toastmaster, Qatar and abroad. True to the theme, he is bringing changes in several Toastmasters. Heads up to him. On theme, he says, what we change will change when we change. What we change will change when we change. Change begins with us. Please put your hands together and welcome Toastmaster Samir Moosa to deliver this education module on body language.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Without that? Swim. Swim. Swim.
Swim.
Which of it catches your attention? One with the action, body movement, right? Right. Okay. We are going to have a quick session, I should say, because 25 minutes will be a quick session when compared to the 45 to 50 minutes workshop that I have squeezed to fit into this time. So I'll try my level best to give the same effect of a workshop, and I will ask some of you to be a part of this exercises which we'll be having within this 25 minutes. Who isn't a very pro sport person here? Who doesn't do much of sports? Right. Okay. And who does a lot of sports? That's good. I'll keep that in mind before I call somebody.
If wife is a sports teacher, it's okay.
That makes him a runner.
I'm in that team.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Okay. We'll have some fun during the session as well. Let's keep the fun on. Could anyone tell me, rather I'm here to tell you that you have not an idea about it, but definitely I'm sure there are a few people here who might know. Who doesn't know, try attempt this question. What are the various parts of body language?
Eyes, lips.
Hand gestures, eyes, face, nose, expressions.
Leg also.
Okay, on a wider range, I would say it is posture, gesture, and there's something which you call mannerisms. Posture, gestures, and mannerisms. Postures. Can anyone tell me what's posture? What's a posture?
The way you stand.
The way you stand. Anything else?
The way you walk.
The way you walk. Anything else?
The way you pose.
The way you look at.
No. The way you stand, the way you walk, and the way you hold yourself. That's a posture. Nothing else comes as a part of posture. Posture closes there. Are there any wrong postures? Yes.
Showing your back. Showing your back.
Showing your back to the audience is a back. Okay. And count that. Yes. Anything else?
Inappropriate, say like, which is objectionable or.
You're talking about something else. It's not posture.
Yes. So,
No eye contact.
We'll come to that.
No eye contact. No eye contact.
No eye contact is not a part of posture. Slouching while standing is wrong posture. Yes. Any others?
hand in the pocket.
Absolutely sweet. Can you relate to any of other things which you do? Why do you do that?
Clasping your hands.
Clasping your hands. Did you observe anyone doing that today? Clasping their hands?
Yeah.
Who was that? You were good listeners. It was not speaker 2, it was speaker 3. Observers, right? It was speaker 3 holding his hands most of the time. Right? Okay. And anything else?
Clasping your hands behind your back.
Clasping your hands behind your back.
Toothpicking.
What is that? Toothpick. Shake. Come on. Playing with your tie, adjusting your tie. I would go through that very quickly. But before that, the body language, it is part of a major aspect on the stage. It's only a part of it. What are the other things that creates a visual impact on the stage?
Your dress.
Other than,
Presentation.
yes, the presentation of the person.
The speech.
What else?
Words.
Stage mannerisms.
Stage mannerisms. Face comes as a part of something else. It comes as a part of gesture, your expressions. Right? We have touched on the posture and we have gone back to see what does body language becomes a part of on the stage as a visual presentation. So visual presentation, let's see this. This is also one of visual presentation parts. The props, screens, right? General physical appearance, as what you were saying. When somebody comes with different physical appearance, people don't listen to his or her speech. Mostly they have an eye on that person. Right? Use of available space. It's a part of your visual impact. If I stand at the same place and give an entire speech, and when I move around and when I come to each person, put an eye contact and speak, that's a different impact it creates. I know the cameraman is finding, or the person with camera finds it very difficult to hold that person on the screen, but this is only just a part of demo that I was doing. Right? Symbols, signs, images and objects. If you use a prop, that's part of visual impact. And then comes the body language. So none of this are a part of body language, something apart from that. Right? Okay. So here we go, the wrong postures. We are talking about a few. What do you call this sort of posture?
Standing stiff or she's
Standing stiff, attention.
Stand still.
We call this a telephone pole look. Yeah? What do you call this? Some call it Amitabh Bachchan, some call it a lazy farm horse. Right? Who cares? Have you seen this stuff? Yeah, most of us do that. And all what we can see is a turtle. Right? If you pull your neck in, that's it. They won't see you. And what is that? Where do you find people standing like that? In a court. When you get prosecuted, right? Right? Yeah. Believe me, you are neither here, when as a speaker, you are neither a telephone pole, nor a lazy farm horse. A turtle or a prosecuted look should be there when you stand here to speak. A few more things, few more. People have this habit, right? Okay. Submissive servant look. Yeah. You tie your hands and stand in front of very obliged speaker, right? And you can show an attitude, but not to the audience, right? Why? Because people wouldn't like that. It's a buggy, bossy look, you call that. And what do you call that? You find people doing that while speaking. And some do it this way. Yeah? You have seen a seesaw, right? That's absolutely right. A seesaw or rocking horse look it gives you. So these are few things, few postures that we must be careful or we must be conscious Not when you do a speech all of a sudden on the stage. For this there is something called a practice that you do before presenting it to the audience. Right? So that you are not that conscious while you do it on or in front of an audience. It has to be done somewhere at the club level or at home. So what is the most comfortable posture? Or what should be the most comfortable posture? Most apt posture, correct posture. Can anyone show me an apt posture, a correct posture? Steady one. Nirmala, come over here. Yeah?
I believe this was
That's an apt posture?
a way to convey my points to the audience.
Okay. What is the best part you have now to say it's an apt posture, most easiest to convey?
My hands are
Your
used.
hands are free, right? You leave them free beside your body. You don't have to put it in your pocket or play with the changes, right? When you do that, it would be very inconvenient to pull them out and present an action. That's why we suggest or we recommend not to leave your hands in your pocket while speaking to audience. Maybe some of you have a habit of wearing a very tight stuff. Pull it out. At the time you will be like struggling to pull that out and line is over. Right? Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Nirmala, she just had come and spoke about the hands. I would say there's something more to the apt posture. It's best to keep your chest up, head up, chin straight, right? Yeah? And your hands free beside your body. And should we keep our legs this way? The most convenient posture would be stand at ease. Now let me tell you how to stand at ease, right? Yeah, can I have you, sir? Your name?
Rajendra.
Rajendra, please, Mr. Rajendra. And I couldn't call Sheikh, he would do any action. I need somebody who couldn't or who wouldn't try that. One of our guests.
So believe
You're a sports person?
occasionally.
Occasionally. And what about you?
Based on the circumstances. Off-late no.
It's based on circumstances.
No, off-late no.
Off-late.
Right, okay.
Only when wife makes me run get this, that kind of.
So I got the right person at the right time. So could you keep your legs tight together? Could you keep your legs far apart? Yeah? Is that okay? I saw one of the speakers standing here today. Who was that? Second speaker, right?
Suresh.
Suresh. So, a little more far. Are you comfortable?
No.
You're not? You haven't started yet.
In front of the audience, I'm not comfortable.
Okay, twist your hands. Put it on your knee. Right? Your knee and rotate. Yeah? Is it comfortable, sir? Quite. You are a sports guy. Now try it the other way around. Let's shift the role. Try it again. Is it comfortable? Not much. Okay. Now try a little more further and a little more closer. Yeah? Now try it again. Is it comfortable? Better? Easier? So that's your most apt standing condition. You don't practice this on the stage while speaking. Do it at home. Find your most comfortable position. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Not this way.
You can do that. That's for the hip exercise. Right? So that's about the posture, the most comfortable posture. But in order to face the audience, right, always there is something which is going on in your brain and your body, which has to synchronize. So best way would be to put the right leg slightly forward. Don't put it too ahead. It shows a lot of anxiety. Pull it a little back. Comfortable would be which direction you want to face the audience, right? Turn, twist, find out the most comfortable position. Because if I put my leg a little more in this direction, it would be difficult for me to face the audience on this side. So try to make it in a direction which is most comfortable for you to turn. That's about postures, right? Okay. Now what's the other part we went through? Gestures. So relaxed body posture. What we did now was called a KPT. Can anybody tell what's KPT? Let's be clear.
Know your position. Know your position.
No.
Knee something?
Knee,
Yeah.
knee positioning test. All that, right? Yeah. Stand erect. One foot slightly ahead of the other. Lean slightly forward. When we say lean slightly forward, doesn't mean no. Slightly, yes. It is just to show that you are ready to talk to the audience. Shows your readiness, your anxiety to speak. But let's not overdo that part. Always keep your knees straight. People get into this habit when they present something humorous. Suresh, when we present something humorous, we have a habit of bending our knee. Some expressions come and automatically it starts to bend. Focus on those. That can keep you steady. When humorous points could be said steadily. Unless the body language requires that. Right? Particular part of the body language requires that. Relax shoulders. Now, last time I did this for somebody, I told, please relax your shoulders. And he came back to me very upset. Because I saw him standing on the stage. Please don't do that. Right? Relaxing to a level. It doesn't mean that you have to be completely drooping down. Chest out, stomach in, head straight. Where do we find these people? Chest out, stomach in, head straight.
For the, no, for
It's
posing
very
for the
difficult to
photograph.
find men of this stature now because of the stomach there. But
For posing for the photograph.
yes, or in an army, military, right? And they give a very grand look when they stand like that, right? They give an image to the audience, a confident image. Rest your arms besides your body, on your sides. Now, types of gestures. Okay, now what are gestures? We were talking, one of the points which was mentioned was by Bular Sahab. I'm sorry, I'm having something. I did something now. Just keep this in mind, right? Okay. Gestures, types of gestures. One of them was the facial expressions. Any other gestures?
Hand
Hand gestures. Hand gestures, finger gestures, eye contact.
Winking.
Eye contact. Don't wink at the audience.
Expressions matching the word. What we speak.
Expressions should
Match what we speak.
synchronize with the words. Right? Okay. So, types of gestures. What are the types of gestures? You said that you would be using your hands, face, eyes, teeth, everything for gestures. Your entire body you can use for gestures. Right? Yeah? But what are the types of gestures? What do you use these gestures for?
Emotions.
Conscious gestures.
Expression.
To show your emotions, feelings.
Okay, to express your emotions, your feelings. Yeah,
The way you carry yourself.
that is
This is for the push.
To enforce your point.
to enforce your point. Yes. Any others? Quick.
To indicate.
To indicate a point. Yeah, okay, that can be.
Make them understand.
Creating a visual image. That's brilliant. That's really nice one.
To make them understand.
To make them understand the extent of certain words we say or the meaning of a certain word we say. Maybe something is not very clear about. Right.
It's a visual.
We call that descriptive gesture. For instance, when I say, today we had a speaker who said, I heard a thunderous sound. Who was that? Thunderous sound. Speaker one. Right? We could even squeeze the words to say it was a thud. Thud! But if I would say a thud, and if I show it with an action, it gives a impact. The audience just looks, okay, what next? That's what we need, right? Okay, that's a descriptive gesture. I could even say, it was too huge, too huge. It was very tall. If I would say it was very tall, that's where synchronizing comes into picture, right? He was a fat guy. How fat? Okay. Empathetic. Does it connect somewhere there? It shows empathy. It's a very sad thing to hear. My condolences. Expression on your face. Emphatic, right? Let's keep it down. An expression that is like that is called an emphatic, right? Suggestive. When I say something and somebody nods his head at the front, that's a suggestive gesture. I'm expecting that. I'm suggesting something to you, right? Yeah. A prompting gesture. Is it? Can we? We will. It's a prompting gesture. I'm getting you to act with me or think in the same line with me, right? And here he was about to rush. So already you have in your mind that I'm going to say something which is having a speed or rush. Creates an impact already there. So it's a prompting gesture. I just put it something in to you, a very quick one. There's something called a palm example I would give you. For any of your speech, when you have a hand gesture, anything below your shoulder level, if you're keeping your hand anywhere, I heard that sound which was suggesting that my time is coming down. For all the 3 speeches I heard as soon as the time was coming to an end. So something anywhere you show below your shoulder is going to show you something negative, something wrong, bad, poor, and on that line, whatever is there, right? Anything you show above the shoulder level will give you something positive, strong, big, yeah? Any action below or above the shoulder level. And anything at par with your shoulder level, with your hand gestures, will give an impact. When you may not have to say certain things. Gives a neutral, equal, peace, right? So while you practice your speech, you can include those parts in your speech. Okay, here we go. Are there any wrong gestures?
Yes.
Are there any wrong gestures?
Yes.
I wanted to hear this very specifically.
Yes.
What if I disagree?
Not necessarily.
I would totally disagree.
Improper gesture, not wrong improper.
There are no wrong gestures. It all depends on the place, location, and the audience to whom you are presenting it. You can analyze any of the gestures which you think is wrong. At a particular place, you will find it's right. A policeman standing in that middle of that small circle there, showing like this, depicts something else, right? What does he say? Stop. You find a man standing in front of the temple with the same action. What does it mean? It's a blessing, right? Shows a different action. Yeah? So this is what we say. At different places, the gesture means a different thing. But there are no wrong gestures. Because here, people say, that was excellent. Accepted. Some other places, you show the same action, they get offended. Right? It means a different thing at a different place. That's why. So there are, yeah? Pointing fingers. You can do that. Would you take it wrong if I do that? But if I say, you are the guy, that makes a difference, right? Raising a finger. I'll do it. No. The same thing, right? Stop. The place, it depends where you present. There are questions? Calling. We had many times seen, with our friends, we are very liberal. We would just go on and say, hey, come here. Could we do the same at the audience level? Yeah. Can I have you here? Or should I say, come here? Do we say that? That makes a lot of difference when we call a person. Thumbs up. The thumb show is a different game. If somebody says like this, it's good. He twists it a little bit this way, means something else, right? He puts it this way, means he needs a lift. Puts it down means down. It depends the way you hold it.
What's this?
Be careful. I've seen this is tag, yeah. And I've seen people showing this on the basketball field. I've seen that in action, but I can't recall that exactly. Yeah.
Direction.
Yes, it does. It does. Come here.
But if you
Me.
have to go left, he'll say come here.
You could even say it's me, right?
Yes.
Now, here again, we come to the presenting oneself part.
Handcuff.
If I could put my sleeves up and walk ahead and say, I'm here with you, depending on the speech. You might have seen Barack Obama's speech, right? The one which he took his oath. He had his sleeves up. Something that I noticed, because if it is a different audience to whom you go, you're sitting in front of, or you're standing in front of a pack of students to encourage them to study or encourage them to motivate or come up in their careers or stuff, and you go up with your hands folded, it doesn't give them a good impression or an idea how they should be in future. There are things that turn and twist in your heart, in their minds. Sorry, right? Can I have you water? Sorry, just let me try. Yeah, there you go. Right, so that's about gestures. Yeah, I had shown you that, the thumb and index finger. Doesn't matter how angry you are, because a person's feeling is always reflected on the stage at some point. Or you might try to, okay, that's 75%. Yeah. You might try to smile, but still you won't be able to sometimes control. Sometimes it's an audience who is very hostile. You go and show them your frustration. You will come out with a black eye. Right? So that's possible. So it's best to control your emotions on the stage. Crude face, fist show. The mannerisms. What are mannerisms? This is the last part of it, so I wouldn't be very late on that.
That's what you did in between now.
Biting a nail?
What you did is.
What I did now is a mannerism. You're well observing it. So what is a mannerism? Come on, now you can tell me what I did.
You're putting your pants up.
Okay, I'm putting my pants up, pulling out my pants. Yeah. Anything else? Any other mannerisms?
Adjusting
Hand
your
gestures, yes.
Adjusting your specs.
Adjusting my specs, yes. Yeah. I look better now. Right, that's good. Anything else?
If you have a long speech of like 20-25 minutes,
Yeah.
you're bound to do that in between.
Depends, right? I would take Muhammad Isa's line on that. Depends. You might not be aware of Muhammad Isa. Okay, he is a humorous speaker, and he gave us a suggestion that if you don't know something, try this. Say it depends.
Scratching the head.
Adjusting the hair.
Scratching your head, and
Biting the neck.
so that means these are some things to be avoided, right? What does these mannerisms do? They attract the audience towards that particular action. It means it distracts them from the speech. I know you caught me there. Right. Okay. So repeated and wasted gestures are called mannerisms. I repeatedly do that. People have, and they start playing with my ring. Some people have a habit of that. Some even want to show that they are engaged. That's fine. So adjusting your ties, hair, sometimes people have very conscious about the hair, playing with rings, playing with pocket changes. Right. So the correct positioning of our hands is give them relaxed beside you. So 5 ways for effective body language is 1, and the most important is try to eliminate these. In order to eliminate this, you must be first aware of this. So in order to be aware of this, you should be conscious when you practice when you speak. And you must speak, that's the first and foremost. So try that. Every time you get a chance at a club, do that. Right? It can start from every role, doesn't matter which role. But be conscious of what you're doing. Be natural, spontaneous, conversational. This is something we just had a slight chat about that. I might just put a single line on that. What happens is, when you are on your project 1 to project 4, try to incorporate something called body language into your speech. Try your level best. Even the mentors could assist. When it comes to project 5, I say you overdo it. By the time you reach your project 9, you will tone it down because it is natural for you to balance yourself. So if people are overdoing something on project 5, I would say, mentors, please don't push them down. That's the stage, they must do it. Let them overdo it because they will come to a balance when they are at project 9, project 10, they become almost like natural speaker. Right? Let your body mirror your feeling. You can't go there and say, I am so happy. No, you don't do that, right? When you are happy, you show that. Your body must reflect that. Or when you say, I'm sad. Come on. Right? So that part has to be handled. Build self-confidence through preparations and practice, practice and practice. So that's the basic, strong part of about the entire process. Practice. Makes you less imperfect. Right? Because there's nothing called perfect. You never reach perfection. So, swim. Show what it means through your body language. Why did swim? You must now? Over to